Actually, the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run was supposed to be released in US cinemas in August. However, as Variety announced a few days ago, the release of the CGI film will be postponed to the US streaming service CBS All Access. The streaming service will be launched at the beginning of 2021 and will feature SpongeBob as its first exclusive film. CBS All Access focuses on family-friendly entertainment anyway. It will include content from Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, MTV, and many more. Before the release of CBS All Access, viewers will also have the opportunity to watch SpongeBob on the Run on Amazon Prime. Not free of charge, of course. In terms of content, the movies are, of course, again about the adventures of the yellow sponge and his friend Patrick. They have left their hometown Bikini Bottom and are now on their way to Atlantic City to free SpongeBob's pet snail Gary from the hands of the evil King Poseidon. With the release of Sponge on the Run, the movie is the next bigger movie after Trolls World Tour, Scoop, and Artemis Fowl, which is not shown in cinemas. An exact start date for CBS All Access is unfortunately not yet known. A delay of 3 months, James Cameron's Avatar 2 has finally started shooting again. As before the shooting break, the producers are not stingy with exclusive footage. A few days ago, John Landau posted a picture on Instagram showing a so-called underwater performance capture. According to his own statement, it is a picture from last year, but it's still a really interesting shot which gives us another look behind the scenes of this incredibly elaborately produced film. The picture shows actor Brenton Dalton, who will play the son of Jake and Neytiri in Avatar 2-5. As already known for quite some time, some scenes of the movie will take place underwater. Especially the water creatures of Na'vi, who are nothing else than banshees for underwater, are in the center of the attention. By the way, the fans don't have to worry about the punctual cinema release because, as the Avatar Twitter account once again confirmed, the sequel will be released on time on December 17th, 2021. For quite some time, there have been rumors that the Walking Dead actor Jeffrey Dean Morgan would appear as Batman in the upcoming Flash solo movie. However, as The Hollywood Reporter and Deadline now agree, Michael Keaton is supposed to appear as Batman in The Flash instead. Although there is no official commitment, Warner and Keaton are in an early stage of negotiations. Allegedly, it has been leaked that Keaton will not play any Batman, but exactly the same one he played in Tim Burton's earlier films. All this is supposed to be possible because the DCEU will be changed to a multiverse from now on. Keaton's appearance is far from being a one-off, as the current negotiation paper apparently also provides for future roles for the actor. Similar to Marvel's Nick Fury, Keaton could therefore take on a kind of mentoring role or act as a string puller in the background. Of course, these are all exciting ideas, but of course they haven't been verified yet. So, as so often in the film business, the first thing to do is to wait until an official announcement is made by Warner Brothers. The US release of The Flash is so far for the 3rd of June 2022. Colin Trevorrow has without question shaped the Jurassic World series into what it is today. With this, he seems to have made an impression on Universal because, as it is said in various media reports, the director will soon dedicate himself to his new project, Atlantis. He even wrote a story for this with his colleague Matt Jarman. Surprisingly, however, the aforementioned city of Atlantis has neither disappeared nor sunk, but is a multicultural civilization hidden from the rest of the world on a long-forgotten continent. The inhabitants of the empire have their own quite sophisticated technology. The idea of Trevorrow and Jarman will be written by Edge of Tomorrow author Dante Hopper in the near future. Universal has already managed to secure a major personal commitment for the position of production designer, namely Kevin Jenkins. Jenkins has already worked on the latest Star Wars trilogy and Guardians of the Galaxy, and has a lot of experience in the field of visually stunning blockbusters. Of course, the release of Atlantis is still a long way off, as Jurassic World Dominion has to be released before Trevorrow can work on his newest project. This will most likely be the case from 10th of June 2021 on. Last week, we reported about the 24-hour event DC Fandom, which is fully accessible from home. So far, The Rock and the Suicide Squad team announced their appearance. The world-famous San Diego Comic-Con will have a similar approach, as a public event with thousands of people is still not possible. The so-called Comic-Con at home will be accessible worldwide and, of course, for free. Apart from the usual content, panels, 3 of which have been confirmed so far, will provide a little variety. Firstly, the US broadcaster AMC has announced that The Walking Dead will have its own panel. The focus will be on the 10th season of the series, which has not yet been aired. The panel includes Chief Content Officer Scott M. Gimple, showrunner Angela Kang, as well as actors Norman Reedus, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Melissa McBride, and many more. Also represented is the spin-off Fear the Walking Dead. Kang and Gimple will be on stage together with some actors of the series. The last panel around the zombie franchise will be a booth of The Walking Dead World Beyond. The start of the offshoot had to be postponed also due to the pandemic, so you can be curious about the presentation of World Beyond. As the last official panel of AMC, the series Nosferatu is planned. What sounds like the name of the newborn of Elon Musk is a horror series with actor Zachary Quinto. Again, you can expect an appearance of the executive producer and the cast. What do you think about the Comic-Con offer? Can you imagine to be part of such an event live in front of the screen, or is that out of the question for you? Write it down in the comments.